Hi again, it's Helena, and I'm sorry it's taken a few days for me to get round to doing this video with the short practice that I mentioned in the first video, but you know, it's all going on here as it is everywhere. In fact, I'm having to do this in my daughter's bedroom because it's the only place in the house that you can't hear my son playing the guitar and the other one watching the telly. At least I hope you can't. So, a moment of peace, a moment of space that I'm trying to carve out of the chaos to share with you a brief sophrology practice that I hope you might find helpful. As just a quick disclaimer, please undertake any of this at your own risk, and of course this in no way replaces the need for expert medical advice and appropriate treatment. So, with that said, this is a fairly simple and straightforward practice, and it's aimed at finding calm and balance, which I am certainly leaning on quite heavily at the moment. So, first of all, and I should say, this is important, I should say that if you haven't watched the first video, then please go back and do that first, because without that, some of this is going to seem a little bit strange and inexplicable. So please watch the first video first and come back to this when you had that little briefing on what sophrology is and how it works. But for those of you who have seen the first video and would like to have a little taster, here we go. So first of all, I am going to describe what's going to happen and show you the movements that we're going to be doing. And then I will guide you with my voice and we will do the practice. So our very first practice, the very first exercise in the practice is called the Tratak, and it's how we close our eyes, or it's a way of closing our eyes. So what I'm going to invite you to do is to breathe in, hold the breath, raise either thumb up in front of your face with a straight arm. You gaze at the thumbnail with your breath held, and then you bring it towards your forehead, and when it reaches your forehead, you exhale, your eyes close, and your arm goes down. So I'll do that once more just to show you. You breathe in, hold the breath, raise the arm with the thumb extended, look at the thumbnail, bring it towards you with your breath held. When it touches your forehead, you close your eyes, you breathe out and put your thumb down. And at this point your eyes are closed, but as I explained in the first video, if you prefer and you don't want your eyes closed, you could just keep your gaze lowered on the floor in front of you as a way of just minimizing visual distraction. So now with our eyes closed, I will guide you in a brief body scan, moving from the head down through the different parts of the body to the feet. Then we will do what is called a tense and release exercise. So to do this, we're going to breathe in, hold the breath, and stretch our whole body as gently or as vigorously as you feel you need to right now, holding that stretch for as long as it is comfortable with your breath held, and then you let the breath out and you relax the body down again. So I'll do that once more to show you again. Breathing in, holding the breath, tensing and stretching the whole body. You can do it like that if you want. You're tensing your whole body, head to toe, and then when you need to exhale, you breathe out and you let it go. We're going to do that 3 times. So we will do 3 tense and release exercises. Then we're going to do an exercise that sophrology calls the shoulder pumping exercise. And this is a great one for releasing tension and stress and anxiety. And it goes like this. You breathe in, you make gentle fists with your hands, and while your breath is held, you raise your shoulders towards your ears and you pump your shoulders up and down for as long as you can with your breath held. And then when you need to, you exhale and you let your hands relax at the same time. Now, be careful with this one if you've got knee, shoulder or neck or upper back issues. Really listen in to how your body would like you to do that exercise if you're doing it. It can be done really, really vigorously if there's a lot to get rid of and you've got the capacity for that, or it can be done incredibly gently. Yeah, so it's your job to listen, to really tune in to what your body needs in this moment, and to respect the limits of the day, which will change from day to day actually, or moment to moment, but respect the limits of the day. So what we'll do, I'll show you again. We breathe in, gentle fists, raise our shoulders, pump the shoulders up and down, and then when we need to relax, we do so, and we exhale and we let the hands relax and the arms relax, the shoulders come back down again. We're going to do 3 of those, and then there will be a short pause, and it will be a silent pause. I will leave about 30 seconds of silence and invite you just to connect with whatever is happening inside at this point. And then finally, the last exercise is just a brief grounding exercise. So I will invite you to connect with your feet, with the soles of your feet, and then imagine a connection between your feet going down into the earth beneath us. And we will use that connection to bring up into our bodies what it is in the way of strength and stability and balance and peace that we might need at the moment. Then we'll be pausing for a final time for a little bit longer, maybe 45 seconds. And then I will start speaking again, and I will invite you to start waking your body up, just stretching, moving, yawning, patting, tapping, rubbing your face, doing whatever it is you need to do to start getting a bit of life and movement back in. And then the final thing you do is open your eyes. Okay? I hope that sounds okay. But as I say, even with your eyes closed, if you find yourself thinking, what the hell's going on, just have a little peek, because I will be explaining it with my voice and I will be demonstrating it at the same time. So you can't go wrong. And that's an important point actually. There is no wrong in sophrology. There is your experience, and you adapt absolutely everything to what you need right now. So I am standing, for example, and I'm going to do this practice standing, but if you need to sit, then you do it sitting. If you need to lie down, then you can do it lying down. And the tense and release can be as gentle or as strong as you like. The shoulder pumping likewise. So please feel free to listen to what's going on in here, in the whole body, and adapt and make sure that what's going on is congruent with what you need at the moment. So we're going to start. Right. So I'm going to invite you first, as you stand here or sit, wherever you are right now, to just take a moment and notice where you are. Where you are right now in the room. Just becoming aware of the position of your body, the position of your arms, perhaps the way your feet contact the floor, and sensing the air around you, maybe the temperature of the air on your skin. Just coming into yourself here and now. The movement of your breath, the chest moving. And now I'm going to invite you to do the Tratak movement that I explained. So we breathe in, raise our arm, focus on the thumb, bring the thumb gently and slowly towards the forehead, and when it touches the forehead you close your eyes. Your hand goes back down, your eyes are closed. And doing this movement takes your focus inside the body, into your inner world, the awake space inside. And first of all, we focus on your head and your face, just becoming aware of the presence of the whole head and face, here and now. Noticing whatever sensations are there, whatever's happening in this area. And if it feels right, and you need to, perhaps you can invite all the muscles in your face to soften just a little, to release around your eyes, your forehead, your cheeks, your lips, the muscles in your jaw, perhaps unclenching a little. And sensing also inside the presence of the brain. And if it feels right, you could imagine the brain like a muscle too, calming down right now. And that focus now moves down to your neck, the back of your neck, the front of your throat, and the space in between. Maybe that space becoming a little more open, a little freer for air to pass. And bringing your awareness now to your shoulders and allowing them, if they would like to, if they need to drop a little, to release anything they might be carrying that they don't need to carry. An awareness now of your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, hands and fingers. Just present to whatever is happening in this area, noticing anything there is to notice here. And then your chest and your upper back, becoming aware of the movement of your chest with your breathing in and out. Nothing to fix or change or alter, just noticing the body breathing. The muscles in the upper back softening a little if they need to. And aware of the presence of the heart and lungs inside, taking up their place, finding their space, working together as best they can. And moving your focus now to your abdomen and your lower back. Releasing the stomach muscles and the back muscles. Sensing the presence of all the major organs inside, the digestive system taking up its space, all working together in harmony as best they can. And then your lower body, from your hips, through your buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, all the way down to your toes, the soles of your feet as they touch the ground, if you're standing. Just connecting with this whole lower part of the body now, and releasing anything you don't need in the way of tension. And now the whole body from head to toe, back together in one piece, and present here and now. And I'm going to invite you to do 3 tense and release exercises now. So just to remind you, you breathe in, you stretch, you hold it for as long as you want to and it feels comfortable for you, and then when you need to breathe out, you breathe out and you let your body relax down again. So we'll do the first one together. Breathing in, holding the breath, tensing and stretching all the muscles of the body, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then when you need to, you breathe out and you let it go. You release it. A second time, breathing in, holding and tensing and stretching in whatever way feels right to you right now. And breathing out and letting it go. And a third and final time now. Breathing in, holding the breath, raising the arms, tensing from head to toe in just the way your body wants to and needs to right now. Gathering up all remaining tension and then releasing it and letting it go. And just a moment now to notice what's happening inside after that. What sensations there may be. What's present inside. And now I'm going to invite you to do the shoulder pumping exercise with me. And to remind you, you hold your breath, gently make fists with your hands, raise your shoulders up towards your ears, pump them up and down, and then when you need to exhale, you let it go. And we'll do that together 3 times. So this is the first time now. So breathing in, making fists with your hands, holding the breath, raising the shoulders to the ears and pumping the shoulders up and down as gently or as vigorously as you want to, for as long as you want to, and then when you need to breathe out, you let it go and your hands release again. And we'll do it a second time. Breathing in, hands into gentle fists, shoulders raised towards the ears, shoulders pumping up and down in exactly the way you need to, and then exhaling when you need to and letting it all go. And a third and final time now. Breathing in, gentle fists, shoulders raised, pumping. When you need to breathe out, you do so. And now just a moment's pause to listen in and to notice whatever is present inside right now after that exercise. What new sensations there may be. Perhaps more feeling in your shoulders, in your back, in your arms, your hands, perhaps not. And maybe you don't hear anything, but we keep listening. So a moment's pause. And I'm going to invite you, first of all, to just notice your feet and the soles of your feet particularly, and the way they may be contacting the ground if you're standing, or perhaps if you're sitting, or if you're lying, just becoming aware of the soles of your feet. Really feeling them, all the different places where, perhaps in your shoes or your socks, they are touching the floor, and the places where they're not. Just taking a moment to connect with your feet. And then picturing your feet connecting now to the ground beneath them, to the floor, but also to the ground beneath that, and also to the earth beneath the ground. And you can picture this connection in whatever way feels right for you, right here and now. Maybe you might see it as roots, like those of a tree, stretching down from your feet into the earth. Or you might prefer shafts of light, or a colour, or a beam of energy. Whatever's right for you. Just see what feels right. Whatever helps to make you feel connected to the ground in the way that feels necessary and comfortable for you right now. So just taking a moment to strengthen that feeling of connectedness between you and the earth beneath. Feeling it stretching down from your feet. But also perhaps a sense of the earth being able to give you what you need right now. That this connection is two-way, and the earth can provide you with resources that perhaps you need right now. Maybe a greater feeling of stability or strength or balance or peace. And drawing up from the earth now, whatever it is that you feel you need in this moment. Feeling that connection, drawing up into your body, into your feet, your legs, your torso, all the way up, your arms, your head, feeling the earth giving you what you need right now, and filling you to just the right level with exactly what you need to feel stronger, to feel more balanced, to feel more peaceful. And now I'm going to invite you to let go of any images that you may have been using. The light, the colour, the roots, the energy. Let it go now, and keeping all or any positive feelings that this may have brought you inside, keeping hold of all that, we're just going to take one final pause to integrate everything that we've done. So we listen in one last time in silence. And we're going to take this opportunity now to activate your three capacities. Your capacity for confidence, confidence in yourself, confidence in life. Your capacity for harmony, harmony between body and mind, between work and rest, in your relationships with yourself and with others. And finally, your capacity for hope, hope for a positive future, a good future. And now I'm going to invite you to start very gently and at your own pace, just waking your body up again. So just starting to maybe bend your knees, wiggle your feet, get those hands moving again. The shoulders, you might stretch or yawn or rub your face. Just rub your body, just waking it all up. And the very last thing you do when you're ready is open your eyes. Well, I offer that to you in the hope that in these challenging times you might find some comfort and some strength perhaps in that, as I do. Let me just tell you very quickly before we close how you can use those exercises in daily life, because you don't have to. You can repeat this as a practice with literally going through what I've just done, using this video if you would like to. Or you can take the individual exercises and you can do them, and you don't even have to have your eyes closed. You can be in the middle of the kitchen, just get rid of it. You can be in the chaos at work and just give yourself a tense and release. Yeah. You can be in the car at the traffic lights and you can do that shoulder pumping, or you can do a stretch as best you can in your driving seat or your passenger seat. Yeah. And the grounding can be done at anywhere and at any time as well. Just connect with your feet first, bring your attention to your feet, and then imagine that connection stretching down into the ground, and imagine the earth giving you what you need. Just, it can be a split second. It doesn't have to be long and complicated. Yeah. So I wish you well, I wish you peace, and I will be back soon with some more things that perhaps, hopefully, might be helpful in these times. Love to you all. Bye for now.